how much of Dan Campbell is in you? Because obviously you've been around him for a long time, 2 different franchises as well, Ben.
Yeah, I love him to death. He's been awesome to me, to my family. He's a great friend of mine, and sure, we have a lot of shared experiences, so that does rub off on each other. And I like to think I have a little bit of him in me organically, but I'm not him overall. I don't have his playing experience, certainly. So I'll be a completely different head coach than he is, and I look forward to embracing that.
Well, I mean, so what type of head coach are you going to be? You know what I mean? Like, so what can you tell Bears fans who they are getting in Ben Johnson as an HC here?
Yeah, I mean, anywhere I've been, the head coach's personality and demeanor really trickles down to the rest of the team. And so what I fancy myself as is a super hard worker. I'm determined. I just want to continually get better myself. I expect that out of the players and the team as well. I'm unselfish. There's really no ego here. It's all about the team first, and that's everything that we're going to talk about and be about. And then finally, poised. We're not going to panic. We'll be able to handle pressure, and we're not going to beat ourselves at the end of the day. So really, those are the 3 qualities I like to think I possess, and what'll end up carrying over to the team as well.
Sure. And then how much are you going to be involved in the defense too, right? I mean, so what is your plan here? Again, HC, you are the HC of the Chicago Bears here.
Yeah, that's right. It's everyone likes to be tagged offensive guru or leader or CEO of type. No, it's not that way anymore. Every step along my path, whatever my role has been, I found a way to excel at that role. And now it's just a different role, responsibility. Now you're the head coach of the entire team instead of one unit. And no, my presence will be felt in all 3 phases, and I look forward to getting that job done.
Sure. And so who are your mentors? Who are your mentors?
A number of them. Yeah, a number of them. I go back to college. I had the first guy that got me into coaching was a guy named John Shoup, who was actually a coordinator here a long time ago in Chicago. Very inspirational. He's a heck of a guy. But since I got in the NFL, a number of West Coast guys, Mike Sherman was in the digit system with Bill Lazor. Adam Gase had the Peyton Manning system, that Denver system. He brought that over, and then Darrell Bevell up in Detroit, and really all these influences came together when we built the Detroit offense a few years ago. And so a lot of different influences, and it's really helped shape me.
And then how did your shaping come about, again, just to circle back to Dan Campbell, because Dan got the interim job when everything was going haywire in Miami. You were there on that staff, and then you were already in Detroit when Dan showed up, and then wound up seeing something in you that had you elevate quite fast to the offensive coordinator role. So how did all of that shape you for this big moment in your life?
He and I go back. It was 2012 that I took my first NFL job in Miami. He was already on staff there, and we hit it off right away. He has a way of gravitating towards, getting people to gravitate towards him. And, so I latched on and I learned, and I soaked with him and his knowledge and the rest of that staff, and really grew from there. You climb the ladder and things happened. 7 years in Miami, ended up getting let go and was on the street there for a few months, and ended up being really the best thing to ever happen to me, because when something you love, like the game of football, gets ripped away from you, and it hurts, it stings, and you come back with a renewed passion and vigor for the sport, for the job. I started from scratch all over again as quality control up in Detroit, and was able to climb my way up. When Dan took the job, he kept me on as tight ends coach, and things happened within the building, and ended up getting promoted to coordinator from there. So it's been a whirlwind. It's just to me, it's just a testament of keeping your head down and working hard, and when opportunities come your way, looking to capitalize on them.
Hey, congrats on the gig, Ben. If I had told, let me get this right here. I don't know, because Wikipedia can be off sometimes. Let's get this here. If I went up to the guy who worked at eTelenext, is that the name of where you worked before you got back into coaching? Mm-hmm. Is that where you worked, down in North Carolina, in Durham?
That sounds right.
Okay. If I told that guy he was going to be the head coach of the Chicago Bears one day, he would have told me what?
he would say, "Who are the Chicago Bears?" That's what that guy would have said.
Is that really right? Is that what you would have said?
Wow.
Ben, for real? That's how far out
No,
of
no,
coaching?
no. I'm saying that's what the owner of Telenext would have said. He was,
You had that type of boss, huh? Is that what you're saying? Okay. But if I
that's a
told
different world there.
if I had told you though, you're sitting there working
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah, no,
you left football and you're wondering maybe what's going on in your life, and if I'm not mistaken, were you already married to your wife, your high school sweetheart? Were you already starting out in life? Well, like, you know what I mean?
We were together, but we had no idea what was in store for us. We wanted adventure, and I sold her on that, and so we hit the ground running up in Boston College down to Miami. We've kind of been circling the world a little bit, and we haven't looked back since. So it's been a surreal journey, but it's this game gives you so much that man, it's such a blessing to have a job in this league. It's such a blessing to be able to coach these players that it's not one I take for granted, especially having been out for a little bit that I was after the Miami gig. This is really special.
And it's pretty cool. You're the head coach of the Chicago Bears, and you have a lot of people putting a lot of faith and hope in you, and I look forward to watching you deliver. Coach, thanks for the time.
Appreciate that. Pleasure seeing you there, Rich.
I'll see you in the Combine. I'll see you in Indy.
All right. Sounds good.
You got it. That's Ben Johnson, the head coach of the Chicago Bears, joining us here on the Rich Eisen Show. Wow, so Wikipedia was right. After college graduation, Johnson spent a year not in football, working instead as a software developer in Durham, North Carolina for the company Telenext.
Okay.
And now he's the HC of the Chicago Bears. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.